What's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below. Set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, today we are going down the rabbit hole with what do my ancestors wish to tell me? This one kind of came to me on... it was random. It was a random channel that came to me, and so right now I just really feel like this is what the messages need to be at this time. So I do have my clarifying deck here, and I've got the oracle text that I'm going to choose from as we go, but let's see what messages are for the collective. Source, what messages are for the collective? What do they need to know from their ancestors? What messages are from their ancestors? For a lot of you guys, I do hear that you're about to come into union. So this could be with a friend. It could also be with your partner. It's just something that has been coming out a lot, and I feel like I need to say that here in the shuffling for those of you that watch the shuffling, because I know a lot of people don't. So for those that miss it, well, you guys just miss it. It's just a little channel message that's coming through, okay? Alright, so Source, what messages do you have for the collective? What do their ancestors wish to say to the collective? Pick a pile, 1, 2, and 3. What messages are from the ancestors coming in for the collective? Pick a pile, 1, 2, and 3. Messages for the collective from ancestors. What do they wish to say? Pick a pile, 1, 2, and 3. What messages will the ancestors give to help piles 1, 2, and 3 along their journey? What messages are for the collective from the ancestors? Piles 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Piles 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, so there's definitely a union that's happening for some of you guys. It's very loud coming through here. Let's see what's coming out, though. What messages do you have for pile number 1? Thank you. From the ancestors. Okay, and for pile number 2, what messages do you have from the ancestors? How can we help them out? Okay, so they want to... Wait, they want that one for sure. No, they don't want that one. Okay. Pile number 3, what messages do you have from the ancestors? Pile number 3. Okay, thank you. Alright. Pile number 1, what other messages do you have from the ancestors? What do they want to know? Pile number 1. Okay, thank you. They want these two. Actually, they want that one too. Interesting. Okay, pile number 2. Messages from the ancestors. Whoa, okay. These two came out. Pile number 3. What messages from the ancestors? Messages from the ancestors for pile number 3. Okay. Y'all are sending me groups of cards together. I'll get one more for each pile. Well, for piles 2 and 3. Other messages for pile 2. Thank you. And other messages for pile 3. One card, please. Okay, they want this one. Alright, so for pile number 1, I have this lapis lazuli. Okay, pile number 2. I'm going to have this cornelian. for pile number 3. I'm gonna have this peach moonstone. Okay, so pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. If you guys need more time, please pause the video. Move these out of the way here. Okay, for those of you that intuitively chose the lapis lazuli, this is your pile. What are your messages from your ancestors? Okay. Starting off strong with the devil in reverse and the magician. All right. Woo! And the lovers in reverse. Oh my gosh. You guys got all mystery cards. Look at that. Wow. So for those of you that just chose the pile or whatever and didn't go watch the shuffle, you guys need to see the shuffle because, you know, I don't pull these out. I don't. So I do want to get some clarifying cards before we get started. May I please have a clarifying card for the devil? The devil in reverse. Oh, okay. Thank you. May I please have a clarifying card for the lovers in reverse? Pile 1. Okay. Thank you. Whoa. Okay. They want this one too. Okay, and then we have the 2 of Pentacles on the bottom and the upright. Alright. So the 10 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Look at that. The Hermit clarifying the lovers in reverse. And the 5 of Pentacles clarifying the devil in reverse. Okay, so your ancestors have a huge message for you, pile 1. You're attempting to manifest money, except that there is still this negative emotion that is connected with it, and that's why it's not coming in. So for the 5 of Pentacles to come out, it's asking for change. There needs to be a deep change that comes in here. There needs to be a deep change when it comes to money. It's like all you can focus on is manifesting financial stability, security, right? And it's not that you're not going to get it, but look, even the magician's holding a coin in his hand, right? And it's like he only wants to take action towards this coin. Look at how you're looking right towards this devil here. So you're being tied down by this money. You're being tied down by the idea of money. And so this is a message from your ancestors saying to let go. Release the idea of money. And when you release it, it will start to flow to you. It's like there's some kind of emotional anguish that you're hiding when it comes to money here. And it will surface soon. You will be able to see it soon. But it's something that has held... It's like it's been held over your head for a long time. And it's turned into some kind of obsession, to be honest. And this is something that has been compartmentalized for some time. So the devil card is number 6. So you have it clarified by a 5. So you have 5, 6. So there will be movement. Okay, there will be movement. But it's just asking you to change and to really look deep into why it is that your only concern right now is about financial stability. What are you trying to run away from? What are you trying to change? What are you trying to bring into your life? Or what are you trying to prove? Okay, these are just some questions that are coming through. Because there's no need to do anything right now except to be. You're building something. You're building something and you're learning what all your tricks are, what all your magic tricks are. You're learning what everything in your bag means. You're learning what every one of your suits can do for you. Whether that's the power of speech, whether that's the power of action, or whether that's the power of manifestation, or the power to emotionally feel your way through the world. This is a beginning and a completion for you. It's like learning about yourself and beginning to accept the truth about yourself and being passionate about who you are as a person and seeing yourself as a beautiful individual. Okay? Because when all you do is focus on money and try to bring that and connect that to your gifts, like this has to do with your gifts, your inner gifts, and your ancestors are trying to help you find balance with your gifts. But it's like your own gift is keeping you tied down, and it doesn't need to, because your gift is beautiful and it will bring with it the joy of stability when you let go of that need and want for stability, rather just offering it to those in need or offering it to the world because you have something unique to offer. It's just a fight right now. It's a struggle. I feel like this has been an internal struggle for a long time. It's been something that has happened and come up very recently. I heard it's against time, but there's no need to feel that way. And that you guys also need to listen to music to calm yourselves down. But paying attention to what it is that you're listening to. Like listening to money music, money words. Listening to money music or music that only talks about having music, or music that talks about broken love or things like that. That's just going to keep implementing this and making it harder for you to deal with. Rather, you need to listen to music, maybe frequencies, or maybe you need to just sit and listen to instrumentals or like classical music where there is no words. Or if you do listen to music, listen to positive, uplifting music. So this may seem weird to some of you guys, but listening to Christian music, like I heard Christian rock came through. I don't know why, but that might be something that will help you guys find a balance. There's also these people on YouTube, I think it's called Fearless, but they bring out songs based on vibrational frequencies, and it's not frequencies, it's actual songs with words that talk about you as a person, as energy. And so stuff like that, like you need to listen to really positive things here. And it's very important for you guys to realize that you're already manifesting something very stable into this world. You don't have to keep looking at money. That's a thing of the past. And so Source is asking you to move forward, because in moving forward, you have something else that your ancestors are bringing to light here. They want you to know that there's somebody that's coming into your life, okay? But this somebody is going to convince you that they're a sound person. Because this Hermit card, clarifying the Lover's card, this is an internal card here. This is an internal struggle. And you're moving forward with passion. And you could very well bring this into a passionate start with this person. However, the thing is that this person is not faithful to you. They're not faithful to the spiritual journey either. This is going to be something that has been brought for you to overcome. So this person only wants you for what you can offer them, energetically wise, sexually wise. They only want you for what you can physically offer them, not the beauty that you have within your soul. You're the magician, and you need to understand that it's okay for you to stay in your own frame. Like, look at how he's in his own frame here. Okay? 1 about having faith. 6 about finding balance. Balance. You need to learn balance. Both of your balance cards are in the reverse. And so being okay with that. It's like this person that's coming in is refusing the spiritual journey. So they live a life of promiscuity, putting people in third-party situations. They have a mother wound. They have this situation that they don't want to deal with, and they constantly keep people in the dark. But look, it's like this is who he's with physically, but he's over here entertaining this other woman, right? It's like that's the energy that's coming in. So whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. Whoever it is that's coming into your life, they want to get you into a relationship, but understanding that you're not their main squeeze. You're going to be their side person, okay? And the reason being is because this person hasn't dealt with the internal conflict that they deal with, and they don't want to go within. They fear the future and they fear lack of stability in the future, and you show some sense of stability. And so the way they see it is that they can have you on the side, have their cake and eat it too, is what came through really strong right now. But this person is going to be a completion of a cycle for you, okay? 9 and 6 is 15. So again, 6 coming out. And this is talking about when you allow yourself to use your discernment instead of paying so much attention to your coin, which is what you are right now. Your ancestors just want you to know, let this go. You are protected. You have everything coming to you. Yes, it might be slow moving. This is Capricorn energy and Taurus energy. Taurus is the most stable sign in the zodiac. I don't care who says that. They're not. They are. They want stability. Okay? And right now, it's like you're afraid of all the twists and turns that are coming up in life. And it's like that is going to be manifested in somebody that comes up physically who will actually create twists and turns in your life if you allow them in. So see, you're not paying attention. You're paying attention to the obsession of money, of stability, of finding your coin. And then this person comes in like a wrecking ball, and they set you off your journey, and then you'll get into this reversal too. And so they want you to just be in your own frame. They want you to be in your own state. They want you to be in the here and the now, practicing presence. And your ancestors are saying, don't worry about this. This is a completion of a cycle for you. Okay, when you overcome this, you're going to bring this into a completion. We go from 9 to 10. Okay, this is the number 19 card. This is 10. It's about having faith and bringing this to a close and bearing the fruit of your journey. You have 10-10 here, right? Yes, you have emotional anguish that's clarifying the sun. You guys may have to go through a heartbreak to get here. And I'm so sorry, Pile 1, if that's what you've been through or you're about to go through or you're in the process of dealing with is a heartbreak. This is exhaustion, though. This is deep exhaustion here coming out, clarifying the sun. And I feel like this really needs to be like right here, because what's happening is that you're overcoming the need for financial obsession, turning into the magician and realizing that you manifest the reality that you want, realizing that you're overcoming those unsafe, unclear love interests, the people who are only out to get you because of your sex. Okay, and that's what that is. It's just, this is a sexual energy that's coming through right here. Somebody that's very promiscuous. Somebody that you have to be, please, Pile 1, I'm not your mama. I'm not your papa. But I'm just going to say this. If you guys do sleep with this person, please practice safe sex, okay? Because you do not want to contract anything. This person's very, very promiscuous. Like, the energy that's coming off of these cards right now is somebody that just really cannot stay connected to one person. They have a lot of one-night stands. They have a lot of booty calls. Like, if somebody's not available tonight, they're going to find another person to replace that person tonight, and they're still going to hit that person up that was gone tonight next week, okay? That's the energy that's coming through right now. And so I feel like you deal with that and you realize that and you go through a period of emotional anguish so that you can come up into this beautiful sun energy. This is you listening to your higher self. This is you completing this journey, okay? And your ancestors are coming through saying that this is just a part of something that you have to experience. Because what happens is that you learn not to rely on something or someone for your happiness. This is you. These are you, okay? And I pull them out because it's like you have to go through these rifts to understand the truth of your own energy. It's not good or bad. It just, sometimes we have to get a bout of tough love. We have to get a bout of realization, and we have to understand what it is that we're bringing to the situation. And in this, when this person comes in, if they haven't already, we're all at different points on our journey, right? The only reason that you're not seeing them coming is because you're too concerned about this obsession with money. So your ancestors are very urgent right now in letting you know that you don't have to be obsessed with this. You have a beautiful opportunity to bring the sun into your life. This is happiness. This is the showing of the secrets, right? So this is unveiling the secrets. The sun is going to shine on this situation. Yeah, it's going to be painful. It's going to leave you in a lot of anguish and emotional pain and hurt. But from it, you become so much stronger than you ever could. This one wants to come out too. So the card flipping over is authenticity. Wolf. Looking on the bottom of the deck, power. Deer. Trying to get the glare off of there. Okay. Hold on just a second. Let me get one of these. But there's a lot of people involved here. Look at that devil card. There's 3 people on that devil card. There's 3 people on this lover's card. So this could even be a situation that you're supporting someone, and that's why you're worried about money. But the someone that you're supporting is in a third-party situation, and the only reason they're with you is because, again, what are you offering them? What are you offering them? Look, strength on the bottom. Power, strength. These 2 cards reminiscent of each other. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, you have an opportunity to grow beyond anything that you could have ever realized. Yeah. Okay, so we have lotus flower. Unfoldment. Okay, it wants to be over here. So it's like you need to let this situation unfold. Stop being so obsessed with money. Let the sun shine on this situation. Let the sun shine on this situation. Okay, you have this beautiful sun up here on this card right here. The shining on this flower. And the lotus flower only grows in the mud, right? And that's what this situation feels like. A lot of mud. A lot of mud. I feel like this wants to be here. Oh. Sorry, guys. I had a baby fly I just killed. And I'm so sorry. Thank you for serving a purpose, baby fly. Like, you guys can make fun of me all you want. I don't like killing things, but I also don't like bugs being in my space. And so, yeah. This bugs you. Oh, that came through. This bugs you. Thank you, Source. Okay. Yeah, so, look. This is about you letting go and looking the beast in the eyes, okay? Like, with this card, look at how this person is looking. They're staring right at this giant wolf. Like, this is a huge wolf, and that's scary, right? And I feel like that's something that you don't want to do. You don't want to look this situation in the eye because it means that you actually have to face the truth. And the wolf always makes me think of listening to our own inner power, our inner strength, and our inner intuition. The wisdom that comes from a wolf. A wolf knows how to survive. Like, no matter the circumstances, a wolf will always survive. And I feel like that's exactly what's going on here. It's like you're learning how to survive this chaotic situation. And from that, you're gaining power. You're gaining wisdom. You're gaining a way to find out your authentic self. And didn't I say that in the beginning, that this is about you truly honoring who you were, who you are, and what you're doing, and the moment of being present? That's your authenticity coming through. It's like, can you admire yourself for the amount of things that you have overcome and survived? And can you admire yourself for the unique individual that you are? Yeah, you are protected. We've got lioness protection coming out, and that's going over this situation. Like, even though the situation may come through, you have the opportunity to change this. You have the opportunity to deal with the darkness within yourself and start paying attention to the things around you. But for those of you that didn't have an opportunity to change, because sometimes we can't, and sometimes things will happen regardless of the choices that we make. It's just how we approach them is what can change. This is about letting your own light shine through. And this had to crack you open. Like, this broken heart had to crack you open so that you could learn how to become the sun. Okay, it might not feel very beautiful, but after everything that's happened, you are protected and you become this beautiful lion, this beautiful lioness. Like, people honor you because of the situations that you've gone through. People honor you because you overcome them, and they admire you because they're like, wow, Pile 1, it seems like no matter the hardships that Pile 1 goes through, like, they always just become more and more authentic to themselves. And that's what Source is saying here. That's what your ancestors are pointing out, that you need to just continue to be authentic and see the light that's coming from within, shining the light. We have a lot of light coming through here. Firefly says, you can be the light in the darkness. No matter how small your light is, there's somebody who will revel in your beauty. 666 on the board here. These are very important numbers for you. So whatever 666 means to you, because it means something different to everybody. So I encourage you to find out what that means to you and really, find that balance. Look at this. Guys, I can't make this up. Before I even read this, it says, be willing to express love. Express love to receive love. I feel like this made you feel like you were closed off, okay? Look, you're afraid of the twists and turns in life. I just want you guys to see what came out. I don't know why I felt like I needed to look at this, but I did. You fear the twists and turns that are coming, okay? But justice is on your side, right? This is going to be the ability to discern situations, to bring justice, grace, peacefulness to situations. You're going to be able to see things as they are. And then bam, behind justice, what do we have? The sun in the upright again. It's like Source just wanted you to know, like, even though you went through this madness, when you overcome this fear of what's coming next, you are justice. You are justice. Not your justice is coming. You become justice. You serve justice to yourself. Not in the way of getting one over on anybody. This is you beginning to find strength in your own character. And then, my dear, you turn into the beautiful sun. You shed light on all the secrets. You become the light in the darkness. You are the one that people will admire. Okay, you see that? That's why I had to see that, because this happens all the time in my readings where the card will come out or a card will come out. Let's read this, though. Be willing to express love. Look at how beautiful this is, too. She's holding the seashell and there's a mermaid in it. She has all these flowers and seashells in her hair. What's in this other seashell here? Just some beautiful colors. It looks like she has like a little sand thing in there. Anyways, I'll let you guys look at it while I read this. It says, you are a genuinely loving individual. Expressing love to others helps them feel supported, respected, and cared for. As you practice this custom, you will become more loving. When you want more love, or when you want to be more loving, it is easy to recognize ways of doing so. One way to express love is through eye contact. Your eyes are the most expressive part of your body. Making eye contact when you are speaking with someone tells them you see, hear, and appreciate them. Try making eye contact with others on a daily practice. It is easy to become distracted with our busy lives, but a moment of eye contact can make a world of difference to those you communicate with. Share eye contact with those you speak to and see how it deepens your connection. I feel like this situation kept you from connecting with people on a deeper level. And so now it's just your ancestors want you to know that it's time for you to connect with others. Right? Look at this. The two cards on the bottom of the deck. We've got physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. Right? So again, that showing love. This is expressing love. Sometimes just touching someone on the arm can make a difference, and it can bring you back into a place of seeing that it's okay for you to love, all right? And then underneath that, we have be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. I think this is the thing. You guys have been hurt so badly that you're afraid you won't be able to love again. And this is Source coming in saying, no, you are love, my child. I chose you specifically to go through these hardships, no matter what they were, because you are loving, and it will show people that no matter what you go through, you'll be a leader in showing others that they can survive. Not only can they survive, they don't have to live their lives in a bitter place of bitterness, which I think is something that you fight with, Pile 1. I think you fight with being bitter towards others sometimes because you're like, you've been through it all. You've had to overcome obsession. You've had to overcome devil individuals, right? You've had to overcome people who don't have your highest good. You've had to overcome situations that left you completely drained, wondering if there was anything better out there. But then suddenly the sunshine comes in and you become the justice for yourself and you seek truth for yourself and you realize that you were more powerful than you could have ever imagined, right? And in that's where your prosperity comes from. That's where everything comes from. You turn into the light for everyone else. And they're like, wow, Pile 1 did that. And they make me feel like I could do that too. Because I knew pile 1 from a long time ago, and they were just a normal person like you and me. And if a normal person can overcome it and become the amazing leader that they've become, why can't I just overcome this small problem that I've been going through? Because it's nothing like what pile 1 went through. Or, you know what, pile 1 has encouraged me to see my situation from a different aspect. And so your ancestors want you to know that you're the light in people's darkness, and they appreciate that. And your ancestors appreciate that too, because it's hard, and they know it's hard, and they want you to know that you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not dealing with this alone. They're walking with you side by side. But I feel like from your aspect, pile 1, I feel like you think that this situation has happened to you, and they want you to know it's happened for you. There's a beautiful lesson to be learned here, and it may be hard, and it may not be comfortable, and it may not be easy. But the lesson that you learn from this is going to allow you to connect more deeply, not only with your ancestors, but with people. And it's going to be a situation where you connect more deeply than you could have ever imagined, right? And you're going to be able to communicate through your intuition in a way that others are just going to wonder how you ever learned how to do that. And the reason you learned how to do that is because of this situation. You have all these majors coming out, all these mystery cards on the prowl here. that's what came out, on the prowl. You're on the prowl, pile 1, and you're going to make it through. And I love you, and I hope that this helps you along your journey. Your ancestors love you very much. They're very proud of you, and they just want you to keep going. And that when you ever feel down and out, just look up to the sky and ask them for help. They'll be there the second the words leave your lip, the second the words leave your mind, whatever it is, that however it is you choose to communicate with them, they'll show you signs that they're there. Just ask them, okay? This is what I have for you, pile number 1. Thank you very much for joining me. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. With that being said, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again, mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Okay, pile 2. Those of you that chose the carnelian, what do your ancestors have to say to you? Wow. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay, if we have a pile like pile 1, I'm done. Oh, okay, cool. The 3 of Swords in the reverse. We have the 3 of Wands. A lot of 3s for you guys. Your angels are definitely with you. Your ancestors are walking with you. Okay, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. A lot of reversals today. What is up with the collective? Let me just check something real quick here. I've got a mess here. Let me tune into this energy as well. Yeah. Okay. So, wow, you guys are fighting somebody that is very manipulative. This could be your partner. Like, I'm definitely getting a sense that this is your partner. But let me get some clarifying cards. I mean, please have a clarifying card for the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Clarifying card for the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, these two want to come out, so I'll take it like that. Was there any other clarifiers that you would like for pile number 2, Source? Any other clarifiers for pile number 2? Any other clarifying cards for pile number 2? Okay. No. What do we got on the bottom? Okay, we have the 3 of Cups in the upright. Alright. Let's see what we got going on here. Wow, 10-10. Okay, so 10-10 is a very important number for you. 3-3. Look at that. Look at that. A queen clarified by a queen. Okay, so you guys keep having a reversal of fortune. And your ancestors want you to know that it's because of your vibrational energy that you keep having this bad luck, per se. Okay? And the thing is that it's somebody in your life. Somebody in your life is very tricky towards you. Like, they manipulate you. They say what they want, and they get you to do what they want you to do. And the reason being is because They're this queen in reverse. They have a problem with authority, and you're a very authoritative figure. And so your ancestors are trying to tell you to beware, because look, their wand energy here, they're tricking you. Okay, they're tricking you. And every time something gets past you and they trick you, it's like you keep having unforeseen and unexpected defeat when something is, you can't see it coming. And the reason you can't see it coming is because look at you here. You're the Queen of Cups. Okay? You're this beautiful, magnificent, loving, motherly energy. You don't let very many people in, but you've let this person in. You've allowed them into your life. You've allowed them to, you know, be a part of your life. And they have taken advantage of you because of that. Hold on just a second, guys. Okay, thank you, guys. I apologize, but... No, what's going on is this person is manipulating you, and they see you as a figure who is a leader. You know, 1010, definitely a number of leadership, definitely a number of completing a cycle, but you feel like the cycle keeps repeating itself, not getting completed, and it's frustrating you, and you're just upset because you're like, damn, I keep going through the same thing. Well, the reason you keep going through the same thing is because you don't see when somebody comes in and they are tricking you. It's like Source has been trying to help you see the patterns, right? Look, we have 333 coming out here. 1010, 2 queens. Look at all these repeating things. These are mirrors. Do you see that? Mirroring, 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 right? But you're tired. And you're tired of fighting. And you're tired of fighting with somebody. You're tired of fighting a situation. And you just want things to work out for you. So you need to reconnect with your root chakra and your sacral chakra. And you need to start seeing the positivity in things, okay, pile 2? Your ancestors want you to understand that the more you stay in this anguish and this upset and this emotional hurt, the more that it's going to repeat itself, because this is victim mentality, right? And I feel like you're in that energy of, but I'm not a victim. I don't see myself as a victim. I just see that life is out to get me. Well, that's still victim mentality. Okay, and that's what they want to point out here. It's like completing this cycle is beginning to see yourself as somebody who does deserve growth and love, emotional fulfillment, right? Something worth having. This is like expansion. So going from being 2 to 3 or 1 to 2, right? And I feel like that's what this is telling you. It's like you don't even feel worthy of having, you know, something complete in your life. Again, we have the 7 of coin underneath this. And it's like the reason that you don't is because you're not putting in the effort into some kind of creativity into your life. And that's where your expansion goes, is creativity. And then look at that. When you finally find your creative groove, boom, in comes the King of Wands. This is somebody, and it was funny, if you guys watch the shuffle, you'll know exactly what this is. I said it in the shuffle, but it was coming out very clearly. This is somebody that's going to meet you, right? You're getting rid of the Queen of Wands. This could be a friend. It could be somebody you're with. This is a toxic relationship, but it's like overcoming this toxic relationship so that you can have a match, okay? And the only way that this match works is if you're celebrating yourself and celebrating your creativity. If you're not celebrating yourself and your creativity, then your ancestors are telling you this cycle is going to continue to repeat itself. But you don't need to anymore. You want somebody in your life that's passionate. You want somebody who's going to take action, who has a lot of drive. And this person that's manipulating you shows you that. But again, it's a manipulation. They show you that because they know that's what you want. So they use that to their advantage. But at the end of the day, they're only with you because you can offer them something. And I feel like that's an emotional outlet, right? But look at the King of Wands. He's like ready to take action, and you're offering your cup to him. Right? Like this is something else. This is something deeper. This is going to be a match. And it's coming, and your ancestors want you to know you've worked really hard for this. Okay, you've worked really hard for this, and that if you want this, you have to see that life isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. And the reason it's happening for you is because you've been inviting in people who don't have your best interest. So rather than that, celebrate the fact that you have a unique ability to create and go pour yourself into that and then watch what happens. Will it happen overnight? No. No, this is going to take some time. The coins energy is earth energy. That's very slow moving energy. But when it happens, you have a king of wands coming in and he's going to rush in. Okay, she's going to rush in. Whoever that is, the masculine. They're going to rush in because this is action energy. It's like coming in. But they're in a similar position as you are right now. They're having Achilles heels, and their Achilles heel is probably very, very much like exactly what you're going through. So when you pour into yourself, then it allows the energy channel to be open between you two, and they'll have to do whatever's necessary for them to get out of their toxic situation. But you're in a very toxic situation right now, and it's not serving you, and your ancestors are telling you they're walking beside you. 3, 3, and 3. Okay, 3, 3, and 3. I feel like I should leave these out here. And then 10, 10. Okay, 10, 10, 10, which is 1, 1, 1. Okay, having faith. Let me put this here. Look, underneath that we have the devil and the upright. This is a toxic relationship, okay? This is very toxic, whatever this is. And it's happening because you're letting go of the toxicity in your life, okay? So let's get some clarifying energy. Let's get some oracle cards for you to help you along the journey. But your ancestors want you to know... Oh, I'm done. I cannot believe that shit came out. I can't believe it. I'm like just gonna sit here for a minute and revel in the majesty of the universe because it's so freaking beautiful. Leadership, and that shit flew over the number 10 card. I can't make this up. You guys might hear the dog bark. Zoe, it's all right. It's all right. No, it's okay. Yeah, they're gonna bark. Hold on just a second, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Like, this card is the card of leadership. Look, and you talk about Ganesh, right? And Ganesh is the remover of obstacles. Coming out, this is a huge obstacle for you. This person, they want you to fight. This person wants you to feel like you're in bad luck. This person wants you to be tricked by them. Like, they show you love only to lure you back in. And it's like, but you're going to overcome this because you're going to see how important it is to overcome your toxic relationships. This is a toxicity right here. Okay? And this person could be a man or a woman. It doesn't matter. But the thing is that this is about you finding your leadership position. And how do you find your leadership? By overcoming this. How do you overcome this? Easy. Celebrate your creation. Celebrate yourself. Do things that make you happy. Don't keep giving this person time because it's like they're only happy when you're giving their time to you. And this is so crazy. Like, this came out. It's like you go from the Queen of Wands energy, having this person be manipulative into your life, to having somebody who's strong and action oriented. We have very heavy Sagittarian energy coming out. Aries energy, heavy Aries energy. Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, Taurus, and Gemini. Okay, it does not have to be any of these signs. You don't have to be any of these signs. I just felt like I needed to mention that. But this is about you finding your power. And you're still the Queen of Cups. Like, you're still this beautiful energy giving love, right? I feel like I need to get one more of these cards. And it's like, yeah. Oh, wow. Sacrifice coming out. Look, and this is crazy. Number 11 on the bottom, power, dear. You're looking and you're finding your own power. This is about you embracing your own power. Taurus energy coming out right here again. So this is about you finding stability within your own self. Not within money, but within your creations. The 7 of Coins talks about having a unique creative ability to bring yourself out authentically into the world. And I feel like the sacrifice for you is sacrificing time with this person. Saying no. That's okay. You can go hang out with yourself today, or you can go do that by yourself today, because I really have to take care of other things. And they may really project on you how hurt they are, but just understanding that that's not yours to carry. That has nothing to do with you, pile 2. That has nothing to do with you. Getting out in nature. We've got fairies, earth magic. This talks about how You need to be around something that will respond to your love, right? That could be an animal, it could be a plant, it could be anything really. But it's not going to be this person, because this person only takes your love because they don't know how to cultivate love for themselves. And so they don't flourish with your love. They only become energy sappers based on your love. Okay? And so they're saying what you need to do is go outside. You have a plant that's near your house. Start saying loving things to it and watch how that plant starts to flourish more than the others. You know, or go and find a tree somewhere and just sit and have a conversation with a tree. And be like, Becky, I'm not a tree hugger. No, this isn't about being a tree hugger, okay? It's like, I heard that come through so strong. I'm not a tree hugger. No, I'm not asking you to be a tree hugger. I'm asking you to go and try something that may seem a little odd. It may make you feel a little strange. But in the end, if it responds to your love and you see it begin to flourish because of how loving and giving you are, you're the Queen of Cups. Hello. That's why it's hard for you, because you don't let people in. You already have a hard time trusting people. You already have a hard time just giving your love away. And when you do give your love away, it's like you expect it to be returned. But recently you haven't had it returned because the people that you're giving it to are the people that they get your trust through very tricky ways. They're lying. They're cheating. They're scheming. Okay? So if you can see something respond to your love just because you're loving it, it doesn't expect anything, and you don't expect anything from it, then you're going to feel much better about it. And you're going to realize, I do deserve this love. I do deserve this union. I do deserve to have my King of Wands, my Queen of Wands in the upright, not in the reverse. Okay, I feel like this one wants to come out. I don't know why, but I feel like I should shuffle one more time for you guys just to see what else is coming out. I feel like your reading wasn't quite as long as number one. I'm going to try and make it such, but it's just, it was so straightforward. Your ancestors just want you to know there's a lot of fighting between you and somebody else. Okay, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying here. So I'm going to read all of these. I'm not going to read the cards, but I'm going to read the card. The meaning, the definition from the book. I'm not going to read the definition from the book. I'm going to read the card. That totally did not make sense when I was trying to say that. So before I get into this one, because this one I'm going to read from the book, okay? And I feel like it needs to be over this. We have the 14, 13, and 41 card coming out. So we have 41, 14 coming out, mirrored numbers. It says, do something for someone. Give your attention to another. What did I say? Like going out in nature and giving your love to nature and watching as nature responds. You may even just need to go talk to another person. Like get out of the circle and see how somebody else maybe responds or listens to you. Like, do they appreciate you? Do they listen to you? Do they hear what you're saying? Or do they only wait to talk about themselves and they try to make something fit that doesn't fit? You know, I feel like this person that you're talking to, this person that's involved in your life right now, like you're trying to explain something to them because you're hurt by something, and they use that, and then they bring up a situation that has to do with them, and it has nothing to do with what you've gone through, right? You're like, how does that even make sense? It's like you're over here talking about grieving somebody that you lost a long time ago, and you just never had a chance to talk about your broken heart. And then the next thing you know, they're in there talking about how, oh yeah, that's like me talking to all these people online and getting dates from all these people online. And you're like, what? I'm talking about how my grandma died. Like, how does that even really, do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's as random as that. Like, I can't really come up with any situations because that's what Source showed me. It's like you're talking about something that's very serious that needs to be taken very serious. And then they come in and it's like diverting that attention back to them. Okay? This is a toxic environment. This is a toxic situationship. So your ancestors just want you to know that the reason this keeps happening is because you keep inviting this person back into your life. And I feel like it's very hard because you very much care about this person. But this person also holds something over your head. It could be money. It could be a place that you're staying. It could be a car. It could be maybe they buy you groceries or they help you out in some way, shape, or form. They only do that so that they can have the codependent relationship with you because they do not know how to cultivate energy on their own. Okay, and then we have number 14. So again, this is 41. Then we have 14, ask for help. It says, what do you really need? Be willing to accept and support. Yeah, so look, you have mirroring numbers. A lot of mirroring numbers here, a lot of repeat numbers here. So I would suggest checking out and seeing what 4114 means to you, or 1441. Both of those numbers have a very high significance towards you, and definitely checking those out and seeing what they mean to you. But don't be afraid to ask your guides, ask your ancestors. They're coming out now. They want you to know that they're here to help you, right? This mermaid's asking like this mature man for help and assistance, and he's like so loving towards her, like, it's okay, I know you're worried, but I have some ideas for you. I have advice for you. I'll help you along your journey. You don't have to fight this alone. And then when you do, when you realize this, when you talk with somebody else, when you ask for help, you're going to see you have miracles and blessings. It says everything has its gift. And this situation even has its gift, because overcoming the situation, boom, you're bringing in your counterpart. You're bringing in your other half. Okay, I know that seems weird because we don't actually complete each other. So you're bringing in the person who mirrors you, who mirrors your energy. Like this, it's so funny because the King of Cups in this deck, he's the oldest king. Like, he's a very old king. He has gray hair, right? And she's pretty young. The Queen of Cups is pretty young. And it's just so interesting because to me, the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands more look like a pair than the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Did I say that right? The Queen of Cups and the King of Wands, they look like the most fitting pair. Like, just out of the whole deck, it's just interesting because they're the ones that look like the most fitting pair. They have very similar facial features. They have the same kind of hair. Like, it's like their crowns match each other. It's just intriguing because it's the Queen of Wands. Like, she's just kind of standoffish when it comes to the King of Cups or to the King of Wands, and they look away from each other. But in this, they're looking right at each other, right? That's how your ancestors wanted it, because you're calling that in. This person's going to meet you. It's not that it's going to be an easy relationship. It's going to be an equal give and take relationship, which is not what you're used to. And that's why they want you to get out in nature. Do something for someone else. Go find some friends somewhere else. Get out of the house. And then over these two, we have the number 23 card. It says, take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. And in this card, we have a couple in this boat. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this is... Yeah, you guys are coming into union very soon. Whatever that means to you, whether that's a soulmate, whatever label you put on it. You know, I'm not... For those of you that have followed me for any amount of time, you know I'm not about labels. You know I'm not about that. It says, so many rewards will come to you when you love openly. Your care, affection, and appreciation will help others and create more love for you. Let your fear go and give the love you are longing to receive. What did I say? You're very caring and you don't let people in. But that's okay. Don't be afraid to love people. You will find it is one and the same. Allow love and relationships to evolve in your life. Life progresses and grows naturally. Be your authentic self. Pay attention to what your heart is saying to you. There's a wonderful opportunity coming your way. I don't predict love. I don't sit here and do these things, but when it comes out in the cards, sometimes you just can't deny it. It's coming out in the cards, right? It says there are always angels and guides beside you. You can rely on them when you're looking for extra support. Coming back to the ask for help card. You guys are about to come into this beautiful union. Junion? I don't know what a junion is, but there we go. It's a junion. And you're going to send off this Queen of Wands and realize that, wow, I gave a lot of energy when I didn't need to. This is just asking you to change. You don't have to be rude to this person. You don't have to be mean to them. You can just say, you know what? Hey, I appreciate that you need my attention right now, but the thing is that I have other things that I have to do, and I have to go and take care of those right now, and so I'm going to. And then do that. Do that. Look at that. Whoa, I split the deck and it says the union of hearts, a love connection that defies explanation. Look at that. I split the deck. That is so crazy. There's not very many cards in this deck that are like this. There's a few. There are a few, but this one and then the other one is true love and then a spiritual connection. And those are the three cards that are much like getting involved with somebody. And what did I say? You guys have the perfect connection. Like, even though you're two separate, like, you're complete opposites. You have a water element and fire element here. So you could be a water element or a fire element, and they could be a fire element or a water element. But you guys are like complete opposites of each other. And you know what they say, opposites attract. Opposites attract. And so that's the thing. It's like you guys are coming into a beautiful union. I can't make that up. I said that this time, and then the union of the hearts comes out. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love my love cards. I'm in love with them so much. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable, pile 2. It's okay. I know it's rough. It seems like it's like, oh, if I'm vulnerable, I'm just going to get my heart hurt. No, you being vulnerable helps you discern what's good for you and what's not good for you, and you'll be able to walk away from the things that aren't serving you. Okay, but look, you're meant to be a leader. You're meant to show people. What did I say? This person sees you as a leader. That's a threat to them. That's a threat. They see that you're capable of doing things that they couldn't do. And it's not that they're not capable of it. It's just that they don't want to take the effort to do it. And you're about to come into something that's going to be reciprocal. We have honeybee, reciprocity coming out. Right? Like this is something that could really change your life. And again, creation, snake. Yeah, so they want you to focus on creating in this time. Honestly, pour all your effort into your creations. Whatever that is, whether that's learning, whether that's drawing, writing, singing, whatever it is, just pour all your energy into that and don't give any extra time to this person. Regardless if they're hurt or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because that's not for you to determine. It's not for you to decide what's right or wrong for this person. It's only for you to determine what's right or wrong for you. And this is a toxic situation that has made you feel like everything keeps just coming back around and it's ending and it's ending. And your ancestors are telling you like the only way for you to complete this is just basically to complete it. Complete it. Like it's like I hear complete that shit, all right? How do you complete it? By not giving this person your energy anymore. By leaving them to their own devices, because that's sometimes the hardest thing to do, because it's like I see you being somebody that knows how to help this person, but you can only help those that wish to be helped, and this person does not want to be helped. They just want to drag on your energy because they don't know how to cultivate their own energy, okay? This is what I have for you, pile number 2. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Pile number 3. I was selected to lead, not to read. Pile 3. I know I say that all the time. It just makes me think of it every time I do pile 3. So for those of you that chose the peach moonstone, what are your ancestors trying to tell you? Okay, so we have the 6 of coin in the reverse. Ooh, we have judgment in reverse. Okay, we have the House of God in reverse. Wow. Oh, and the 8 of Cups in the upright. Alright. Let's get some clarifying cards here. May I please have a clarifying card for the Judgment in reverse? The Judgment reverse. Clarifying card for the Judgment reverse, source. May I please have a clarifying card for the Judgment reverse? Oh, the Tower in reverse. To clarify Judgment in reverse. Oh my lord. Alright. And may I please have a clarifying card for the House of God in reverse? Wow, thank you. Okay, the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Oh, this isn't the upright. That's weird. Okay. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands and the Nameless card or the Death card, both in the upright. Okay. Sorry, that was being nosy here. It's all for purpose, though. Okay. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah. You guys have an opportunity. to come up into a beautiful family situation. Okay, like this is family, extended family, having those beautiful relationships with those around you. This could be friendship and everything. Look, you have the Tower here, or the House of God in my deck, okay? Twice. You have it coming out twice. And it's in the upright. I said it was in the reverse, but it was in the upright. I don't know what I was thinking. I just saw it, and it was just so weird to see it. It happens to me all the time on readings. If you guys have been watching me for any extended amount of time, this happens so frequently. Okay? And what's going on is right now you're fighting an addiction. Okay? You're fighting an addiction. And the addiction is spending money. Spending your money on useless things, pile 3. You're fighting this addiction, and Source is saying to you, and your angels and your ancestors are saying to you, it's time for you to really deal with this. Okay? This is unforeseen devastation, unforeseen shock. Like, if you keep fighting to spend your money the way that you want to and not see this as an addiction, you're not seeing that you're using this to fulfill some hole in your life. You're not seeing that this is used to fulfill some sort of emptiness that you're feeling within your heart. Okay? And that's what they're saying. The judgment being clarified by the House of God in the upright is saying that this addiction is going to make your life fall apart, and not in a good way. Like, something is going to come in and it is going to completely knock you off your rocker, and you're going to be like, wow, my whole life just fell apart. What the hell? And the reason being is because you're not wanting to acknowledge that you're spending money uselessly. Like, you're not a rainy day fund person. You don't have any mad money. You don't have anything set aside for just in case, you know? Like, that's what's happening. And so what happens is that this, like, will come to an end. And the reason that this will come to an end is because it will put you into a place where you need to realize how important it is to have a savings built up, okay? Again, this is messages from your ancestors. They want you to know this is something that the family has dealt with for a very long time. This is not just on your shoulders. You're dealing with a lifelong situation that has come before you, before them, before them, before them, okay? This is something that has occurred in your family, even though they may have been really good at hiding this from you or appearing a different way, okay? I feel like you come from a family where finances was never discussed. And when it was discussed in a very nonchalant way. Like, oh yeah, you know, maybe you should save 10%, or maybe you should do that, or maybe you should try that. And then nobody ever does, okay? And so what ends up happening here is, like, you need to face reality. You need to face reality, and what your reality is that you're the one that is causing all this strife. Like, this is you getting caught off guard. So the Knight of Coins in the reverse is always reminding me of the dog from Up. It's like the coins are shiny and you're focused on saving them, but then they become so shiny you're like, squirrel, and you see something that you can spend shiny on and you go spend shiny on it. You see? Like, and I'm not trying to make this oversimplified. I'm just saying, like, it's like you really don't want to be this way. I feel like this is something you have in some way, shape, or form acknowledge, but you don't acknowledge it at the same time. Like, you see it and you're like, oh yeah, next week I'll save money, and the next week comes and you're like, oh, next week I'll save money. Do you see? But next week never comes. Even though it keeps passing, the saving money bit never happens, okay? And so that's what Source is saying. Like, you need to face reality. There's a need to face reality that you're your own worst enemy. Okay, and your ancestors want you to understand that this is something your family has dealt with for a very long time. And it's like the reason that they've dealt with this and you didn't realize it is because they're so good at juggling. It's like borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, borrowing from Paul to pay Sam, borrowing from Sam to pay Peter. Like, you know, and it just never stops. So it's like before you know it, you're in debt without realizing that you're in debt. Wow, look at this. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Two of Wands. Okay, the Two of Cups in the upright. And then underneath that, we have the Six of Pentacles in the upright. Like, I can't make this up. This is 222 coming out all together. That's insane. Okay, and then to stop at the 6 of cups, or the 6 of coins in the upright. Okay, it's like, this is saying, this is all underneath this. Okay, your whole family is used to juggling all these different things. And it's like, really, at the end of the day, you do this because you want love. You want love. But what you're not seeing is that you're stuck at a stalemate. And you feel like you don't have any options. And you need to tie up these loose ends. And you're not wanting to tie up these loose ends. And 222 is a very powerful number for you. But when you do tie up these loose ends, you come into a place of living a life of luxury. It's like living right now like no one else, so later you can live like no one else. What does that mean? It means saving your money now and taking care of the debts that you have, paying them off. Okay? And again, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not here being like, oh, I'm going to be your... Welcome to Becky's financial advisor talk. Okay? Like, no, like honestly, pile 3, what's going on here is that your ancestors want you to understand that it's okay to say no, even if you feel like you need it now. It's okay to say no, so that you begin to get in the habit of, hey, that was only $20 you say, but you said no to yourself, and now you put that $20 in the bank. And the next week you say no to something that's maybe $50, and you put that $50 in the bank. And then the following week you say no to something that's maybe $60, and you put that $60 in the bank. And before you know it, you have $90 or $110 saved up, and you're like, wow, like, that happened so quick. Or you have $120 saved, whatever it is. It was $120. I can do math. Right? But you're like, wow, like, I've never had $120 before. But then that doesn't give you the okay to go and get something that's $120. No, you just keep saying no. And whatever that amount costs, put that money back into the bank. And before you know it, you're going to have $1,000 saved up, and you're going to be like, wow, like, that didn't take very long at all. And you're going to feel much more comfortable about things. And not only that, you're going to feel more confident in yourself. But the only reason you're stuck in this mess, okay, this is you. You're stuck on taking action in the future based on an idea of money from the past. And your ancestors are saying this idea of money from the past is an imbalance that was placed upon you from the family. Okay, and your angels have been trying to reach you. Your ancestors have been trying to reach you. And so that's the thing. It's like, if you don't want to listen to the signs, I feel like you've gotten some sign. Look at the synchronicities coming out already. Look at the synchronicities coming out already. And if you guys don't believe that I shuffled these cards, you can go check the last pile at the very end, and you'll see that I shuffled them on camera. Okay? These are all synchronicities coming out. And so that's what they're saying. It's like, this needs to happen. And for this to happen, you just need to face your own reality, that you're the one that thwarts your own path. You're the one that is creating this. You're coming at it from a place of being a knight, which could be heroic. This could be creating the life of your dreams, but rather you're putting yourself into a debt hole because of something that your parents left you with, the mentality that you needed to fill an emotional void within yourself. This is asking you to become the loving part of yourself. Okay, and when I see this, I see you and another person, yes. But before we get into that, this is looking at yourself in the mirror and realizing that you have the ability to fill up your own cup. And when you fill up your own cup, somebody's going to come into your life that is going to meet you on that level. All right? And it could be the Queen of Wands here. But I really feel like this is you. What happens when you begin to give yourself self-love is you transform entirely. You go through a huge transformation and you step up into this beautiful Queen of Wands energy where you're capable of setting out boundaries, where you're capable of setting down whatever needs to be done so that you have the protection in your life, so that you're stable in your life, so that you have everything that you need in your life, and you're not trying to rely on everybody else. And more importantly, you're not trying to fill some void in your life with stuff, with material things. And that's what your ancestors are trying to show you. There's so much more to life than the material things that you've been buying. They're not going to fulfill you. You have to fulfill you. You have to become the queen or king in your own life. Okay? You have to become the royal advisor in your own life. You have to be the strength in your own life. Okay? This is like a refusal to heal. And so your angels are trying to point it out that you don't want to heal yourself. And it doesn't take very much. It takes as little as saying no to yourself one time, so the next time it'll be easier saying no. And this is not about putting yourself on the back burner, okay? This is about you being selfish with your self-love and not using self-love as an excuse to buy what you want. It's using self-love as the purpose for your journey and saying that, look, you know what, maybe I could go and buy this and that would be considered self-love, but knowing that having that money set back so that I need it in case this really happens, and this is a warning, okay? This is a warning. Is it going to happen to all of you? No, because some of you guys are going to make the choice now to change that. This is why I don't do predictions, like future predictions. Because there's a choice that you can make in this now moment to save yourself from the future. And that's just the choice that you choose to make. So you can choose to stop spending your money like it's like you have unlimited amounts of it, because I know you don't. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying, if this wouldn't come out in the reverse if you had an unlimited amount of money, right? You live paycheck to paycheck and you spend paycheck to paycheck. And you probably have a hard time, like you wait until the very last day to pay your bills. Like you may even incur late fees every month, and that's more money out of your pocket. So instead of waiting for those things to incur because you're so afraid you're missing out on enjoying life, why not find peace of mind, pile 3, in saving your money now, paying your bills on time, saving those late fees, and before you know it, having a cushion. And then once you have $1,000, maybe then take yourself out for a nice dinner. Don't spend the $1,000, spend something else, you know, but don't take it away from your bills. Just take it away from, like, say you save $50 every time you get paid. Now take that $50 after you have a savings built up and then take yourself out for dinner. That's what your ancestors are very concerned about this, because this is putting you into an emotional rut. This is putting you into emotional distress, and you're not seeing it because you're living for your paycheck. And so all week long, or all 2 weeks, whenever you get paid, that whole time frame in between paycheck from paycheck, this whole time frame right here, you're living to get the next paycheck. And as soon as you get that paycheck, you spend it like that. It burns a hole in your pocket. Like I literally see a pocket on fire right now. It's cool. You know what? I'm not here to judge you, because I have lived like this for a huge portion of my life. This was a very hard lesson for me to learn. I think that everybody goes through it at one point in time, like where you just feel like you're afraid and you're going to miss out on life. You're afraid you're going to miss out on the good things. And it's like, if I don't enjoy it now, when am I going to enjoy it? Well, look, this death card is showing that this is something that your mother and your father struggled with. This is something your grandparents struggled with. This is something your ancestors have struggled with for a long time. But there's no need to struggle anymore. That's what you're cutting out, is that struggle, that strife. This is letting go of things that aren't serving you. Well, what's not serving you is this spending money, because it's making you feel like you're breaking your back, and yet you still don't have enough to go around. So your ancestors just want you to know that you can change this. Wow. Okay. Thank you. You can change this with so little effort. Okay? You can change this with so little effort. Making a budget. That's hard. Look at this. We've got work, beaver on the bottom. 27. 9. Yeah, you work for the weekends. What did I say? You work for the weekends. And then this card, it never really shows up. And it's been showing up a lot here lately. Like, it's funny because that is actually the card that came out when I first got this deck and I drew a pile for myself. This was the very first card that came out from the animal deck, was beaver work. And I was like, what the hell? Like, no, but this card talks about that. Like, you're busy as a beaver. But you're only busy as a beaver so you can spend money. Like, you are somebody that's rich. And I feel like you look a lot at rich styles, like rich lifestyles, and that's how you spend your money. You're like, well, I just might as well act like that. Well, yes, you want to act like you have it already, but that's being realistic about it. You know what? Maybe you need to make a vision board, and then that's you having it right now as the vision board. And then realizing that every penny you save is what's bringing you one step closer to that lifestyle. Like there's this castle here at the bottom of this card, right? Which makes me feel like a lavish lifestyle. You want a lavish lifestyle. Well, it's only once you find balance in all of this that you're going to step into this beautiful family situationship. And then you're going to have a lavish luxury lifestyle, right? Because you're going to realize it's not money that brings you fulfillment. It's something else. Okay, we have 5 coming out. Change. Fierceness. Like they want you to focus on this, which is so funny because focus is on the bottom of this deck over here. They want you to have laser-like focus on your finances. Your money doesn't control you. You control your money. Okay, and taking the chance to really show up and fiercely guide yourself out of debt. It doesn't take very much, okay? It's difficult because you're so used to spending it a certain way. This is saying that you have to just be bold and be brave. And you know what? Sit down and write a budget and then stick to that budget. I don't know why. It's just interesting that money was coming out. All 3 piles have been completely different. But your ancestors are concerned that if you don't stick to a budget, then you could lose your home. You could lose your car. You could lose whatever it is that you're behind on. It's something that's important to you. And that could create a lot of chaos for you, right? This is a very transformational time for you. Sea Otter transformation. Number 9 coming out again, right? So this 999 is a very important number for you here. We have 77. Okay, 7 is talking about luck. If you change what it is that you're doing, 222 is a very powerful number for you. Okay? But it's time for you to transform. Okay, this mirrors the death card, the nameless card in my deck. This is that energy of allowing yourself to come out of the chrysalis, the cocoon, and spread your wings and fly. You don't have to try and keep up with everybody else, because I'm going to tell you, the only person that hurts is you. Just because you didn't buy the newest pair of Nikes this week, or just because you didn't buy the newest Gucci bag, or, you know, the Michael Kors bag, or whatever. None of that matters. What matters is your stability, and this is not making you feel stable at all. It's making you feel like you're breaking your back. And look, it's funny when you guys truly choose to transform your vision on money, how quickly you move out of this energy up into a more fulfilled state, because you're going to be like, wow, I really was just buying things to fill a void within myself. Oh, wow. Oh, this card right here. This card, the cake right here. Look at this. Autumn equinox. Release. Release old patterns. Release old belief systems. Release old ways of being. This is an old way for you of being, and this is something that makes you feel like you can't do without it. And it's funny because this card also talks about going through and having some sense of cleaning out all the things that are old in your life. So what it is that you're not using anymore, get rid of it. I feel like this will help you clear space for you to honor the budget. If you pull out all the things that you've bought recently, and if you put them out and you stack them up on the bed and just honor the fact, have you used it? Or did you buy it and it just sat there? It's very telling. Okay, it's very telling, because sometimes what will happen is you'll buy something and you never use it, but you bought it because you thought you wanted it, but you never use it. Did you really want, was it something you needed, or was it just that to fill something? Maybe you need to donate that. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, this is that energy of, look, if the leaves held on to their leaves, if the trees held on to their leaves, would they ever bloom in the spring? No. So it's like you're making room to plant new seeds, to plant new beginnings, right? Which is the coin energy, is the seed that you plant into the ground. And right now, you're not even planting it into the ground. You're just stuck in this old belief system of, oh my gosh, if I go without, then people are going to judge me. You know what? At the end of the day, nobody cares. You're not really impressing anybody. And if somebody acts impressed by the way that you are, they're only doing it because they're hiding jealousy. So your ancestors are just trying to point out that whoever it is in your life that you're trying to impress through this way of spending, they're just jealous of the way that you're living because they can't live that way. And really, at the end of the day, what are they jealous of? Because I doubt that anybody wants to put themselves in this energy of being afraid. Like, if you guys lost your job, could you make it a month? Could you make it 2 months? Could you make it 6 months? But see, it's like that idea, oh, my job will always be there. I hate to break it to you, but what happened in the last 2 years? And a lot of people's jobs not only got taken away, but the companies that they worked for went under. Okay, your job is not guaranteed. What's guaranteed is whether or not you put aside what it is part of your earnings to help yourself. You're already working hard. You deserve to have a savings. And I feel like you don't feel like you deserve to have a savings because you're too focused on other stuff. But then if you start looking at that stuff and bring it out, bring it all out. Don't just bring 1 or 2 things out. Okay, pile 3. Like, I'm telling you, bring it all out. Put it all over the bed. All of it. Everything that you bought in the last year, put it all over the bed. And then be honest with yourself. Be like, how many times have I used this? How many times have I worn that? And don't just keep it because you think it's cute or because you think it's, you know, hippin', hoppin', and whatever. I don't really know what was going on there. Your ancestors want you to look at it from a place of honesty and say, okay, this is not serving me. This is not bringing me happiness. This is not bringing me anything. It's just weighing me down. Because it's in those moments that you realize, wow, I really was on a spending spree for no reason. To start your reading off with the 6 of coins in reverse is very telling about your habits with money. You're careless, and it's not a bad thing. Like I said, I'm not here judging. It's just that there's a careless energy that's coming out saying, I can't support myself because I don't have what everybody else has. It's like, if you talk to anybody else, do they spend that way? And if they spend that way, do you think they're really comfortable spending like that? No, most people aren't. But look, as soon as you release all this, you're going to step up from that 7 right into that 8 energy. Abundance, abundance. You have abundance. But you have to find balance. And part of finding balance is allowing yourself to create that mad money, that savings, that rainy day fund. Okay, so I'm going to draw one more of these cards. Then what did I say? When you guys get over this, you're going to invite somebody in. And it's interesting because we have the master number 44 coming out. But let me get one more because I feel like they're trying to ask for one more. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Let's see what's... Be authentic on the bottom of the deck, 39. It says, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. Hey, hey, hey. See, I don't think you feel very good about what's happening. And then underneath that, we have a union of the hearts coming out twice in this reading. So crazy. You might have resonated with another pile. But we have the union of the hearts. This is a connection that defies explanation. Okay, this is the completion of a cycle for you. I feel like this has been something that's weighed on you for a while. And so you've tried to fill yourself up with just stuff. Have faith. Number 12. 3, your angels are with you. It says, have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Look at all these butterflies. What did I say? It's like coming up out of the chrysalis. Getting up out of that energy. Allowing yourself to transform. Okay, and then here, I feel like this goes with the union of the hearts. Okay, that 2 of Cups energy. What did I say? It's like showing yourself love, and that's what this 8 of Cups is. It's showing yourself love, and then somebody comes to meet you on that level, and then you build a family, right? So here you go. You have this 2 of Cups energy, and it says get to know each other. Learn to meet another's need for love. Okay, learning that money is not somebody's... You can't buy somebody with love. Wait. You can't buy love with something. I feel like you guys get discombobulated sometimes and you're not sure what to say or how to speak. And so you go and the only way you feel like you have a voice is through the things that you purchase. Came out very clear right now. So look, 44, which is 8, over the 8 card. 12, which is 13, or 12, which is 3. Your guides are with you. Your angels are with you. Your ancestors are with you. I'm going to read these. Okay. I feel like it's so important for you to love yourself in this. Says the need to feel loved and appreciated can motivate how you act in a relationship. Taking time to understand each other will help love grow. Recognize your differences and don't try to control every aspect of what is before you. Relationships are influential energy in people's lives. You begin life in a relationship with your parents or your caregivers. What did I say? This is something from the past. This is, when you find someone who piques your interest, you may choose to get to know that person better. Expanding or bettering a connection may seem challenging. Everyone has positive and negative aspects to their personality. Work to take the good and the bad in your stride as you get to know someone, as this will help strengthen a relationship. Don't gloss over the negatives or think you can change someone. Take time to talk and get to know each other and your individual quirks. It says learning about someone else takes time, an open heart and trust. It is a journey worth taking. Yeah, so I feel like you've been afraid to trust anybody in love because you're afraid they're going to take your money. You're afraid they're going to take every aspect of your money. However, right now, the only person that's taking your money is you. This is you spending like this, okay? And it's like in finding that balance, you're going to find abundance. And like I said, you're going to realize that your happiness and your fulfillment is not money. Your happiness, and look at how happy these two look in this card. That's your happiness. That's your fulfillment, is being in a relationship. And I think you've known that under the surface for a long time. And I think at one point that's what you strived for in life. But I feel like you got hurt by a lot of people in the past. And so it just kind of implemented that situation that you compartmentalized into your life. And so then spending and money became your mistress. It's not a bad thing. It's just that's what people do. They start to replace the things that you don't think you're going to receive in life with things that you know you can achieve. But right now it's just asking you to slow down on spending your money so much and start to save, because you do need a rainy day fund. If you don't, then Source is going to create a situation that makes you realize how important it is to have a rainy day fund. Trust your faith in this situation. It says, when we honestly believe things will work out, our faith will confidently see us through. The angels are with you, and divine support is something you can have complete faith in. Simple truths will give you the answers you are looking for. Love is an act of faith. It can be challenging to move forward when you aren't sure what the outcome will be. Stay present with whatever is in front of you right now. Your competence and ability may provide the calm and confidence you need to keep going. You may have doubts or fear when you take a step forward or make a decision, but faith gives you the courage to continue. Even setbacks can impart valuable knowledge, experience, and positives. It says, let's see here. You will move calmly through the situation at hand, and remember, a little faith is all you need right now. Sorry, they go through a description of the card, and then they have another message. It's weird how they do that. So I just feel like right now this is about you learning about yourself, allowing yourself to transform, allowing yourself to get through the situation in a different way than you have before, releasing what no longer serves you, focusing on the fact that your work can be something that serves you, not something that creates a lot of stress and havoc in your life. You don't need to keep up with the Joneses because you're not impressing anybody. You're not even impressing yourself. All you're doing is creating a lot of strife and chaos in your own life. Again, a need to face reality, because you're the one that's creating this right now. This is about self-inflicted chaos, right? The Knight of Coins in reverse is talking about self-inflicted chaos. And that's the thing. It's like, that's why you need to face this reality. It's only you that's put yourself in this. And then when you let go, you're going to come into this place of being able to... And look, it's interesting because on the bottom of the deck... Oh, it wasn't there. I thought it was. Never mind. It's funny because I really thought the reflection card was on the bottom of the deck, but reflection is in coming into the winter to reflect on everything that you've done, right? And that's why you need to take time to really focus on what you have and what you can keep and what you need to let go of, because when you make space, you're going to open up space to bring in love, and you're going to see the true importance of life, which is not money, it's not stuff, it's the self-fulfillment that you have in which you can bring out to others, okay? So this is what I have for you, pile number 3. I hope this helps you along your journey. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, set that notification bell down below. Till next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we see each other again, mwah, peace out. I love y'all. Bye.